Right, good morning you lovely people. It's been a while. What have I been up to? Let's go in here and have a bit of a chat, shall we? This don't look like a cottage. No, it's not. We've had a bit of a setback. What could that be? Stay tuned, I'll explain all. Let's just see where we're at the moment, shall we? So if you've just stumbled across this video and you have no idea who this grey old man is or what on earth he's doing, have a look at the channel, have a look at the other videos. Restoring an old family-owned cottage that's been in my extended family for several generations in the west of Ireland. Check the earlier videos out, check the first one out, give you a good understanding, then come back here, like this one, make sure you subscribe. And to those of you that have subscribed, brilliant, thank you. I'm just swaying about to make my back feel better. Looks like I'm dancing. Oh my God, I'm in so much pain. Okay, so started with good intentions, didn't we? Over to Ireland, loads of jobs to do on the cottage. Made a good start, some tours around the land and so forth, but yeah, we haven't really progressed much, unfortunately. But what has been done? Well, obviously, I'm not at the cottage at the moment, back in England. There's a reason for that, which I'll explain shortly. But yeah, so we did get a little bit done. Did some work on that chimney, the chimney breast, moved some of the stones, cleared the whole roof, done the electrics, all in readiness for the roofer to come in and fit some Velux windows, and the electrician to come in and put a new meter outside. So those works. So that work's been done. We've had the new meter put outside, although we need ESB to come in still. There's quite a bit of faffing around, unfortunately, with the electrician. He's put in the new tails and the new meter, and then he needs to send off a certificate to the ESB to come out and connect up to the new meter. So we're still running off the old meter at the moment, but so we're just waiting for ESB to come really, and then I'm hoping the electrician will connect the tails up to the old consumer unit. We don't really know, it's a bit confusing talking to him remotely, but we'll see what happens there anyway. So here's the meter outside, just a photograph. Like I say, I'm not there, so so that's the meter. Well, we're moving slowly on that one. The whole house wants rewiring, so loads of work to do there. Roof has been in, fitted the Velux windows, 3 of them in the main room. Some supporting rafters up there as well to strengthen the roof. Still lots of carpentry work around there to bring the roof out, to fit insulation and then finish with a plasterboard. So yeah, loads to do, absolutely loads. So what did I get done? Like I said, that stonework, made a start on that around the chimney, bit of chipping away the old years of maintenance of cement mix plaster and lime plaster. We're trying to expose the main stonework on that chimney breast, and we'll have that exposed, repointed and looking good. That looks great. That'll look absolutely lovely once it's all cleaned up and repointed. At least I can see what stones I'm taking out now as well. Did those electrics. I've already said that. I did those electrics. You'll know why I keep repeating myself in a minute when I explain what's gone wrong. The plan is I'm going to go back, I think it's the 3rd of April. But what was the reason for us coming back to England, or for me coming back to England anyway in that case? Well, towards the end of the first couple of weeks, I think it was there, did some clearing up outside, as you can see here. I don't know why I'm dragging that blue barrel down, I didn't actually need to do it. I'd cleared up some rubbish from the back fields and just chucked it into that barrel, and put a couple of big stones in there as well so that the wind wouldn't blow it over. And then for some reason I drag it back to the house. I don't know why, because I just walked into the field and just started some more clearing up of some plastics and so forth, just to make the front a bit tidier. Anyway, dragging that barrel, something went click. I've always suffered from back problems anyway. If you know anything about the discs in your back, the lower level discs in your spine, L4, 5, S1. Degenerative discs, I think I have. I've had it for about 10 years, but I had problems on and off. And I've had a severe bout of it since then. Something went click, in loads of pain, so yeah, no over-the-shelf medications would help me at all. So anyway, I came back to England, I had an MRI done, and it's in a bit of a mess. I'm high on medication, so laughing even more than usual now, and my brain doesn't work, I can't think straight. It's the only thing that will curb the pain, but hence why I'm standing up now. Nothing is going to fix it in the short term, so I'm just going to have to control it with meds, really. Keep pumping the meds in. I'm on all sorts, giving me loads of grief. Really mess with your head, but it's the only thing that's giving me any kind of pain relief, to be honest with you. So what am I going to do? I can't just stop. I also need to work, don't I? Someone's got to pay the bills. Doing this cottage doesn't pay the bills. You know, it's owned by the 3 girls and the boss who comes with me. We might do a reveal on who the boss actually is. She might actually be in one of the videos. We might get her involved. So yes, watch out for video, another episode, or whatever we call it, and we'll expose her. But in the meantime, you've just got my ugly mug. You're just gonna have to put up with me. Yeah, I need to work, so I've got a couple of bits and pieces lined up, doing some maintenance work for people. I'll have to come back here end of April to do that. So I don't really know how I'm going to work it all out, whether I can maybe pick up some bits and pieces of work in Ireland. That would be easier. There's no massive budget, you know, we're having to budget everything as such, and things cost money. So it is a difficult renovation job, especially when there's not a lot of money in the pot, you know. Obviously this back problem is not good news really, so I'm just going to have to hope I can either carry on like I am, dosed up on meds, high as a kite. I'll have to see what I can do. But I'm going back out there in just over a week's time, 3rd of April. I'm just going to put up with it, brave my way through it, and put up with the pain, because those soffits and fascias and the guttering didn't get done while I was there, and I'm going to have to sort that out because water's just pouring off the roof. Now, we're doing all this work inside, and if we're going to get water ingress through the walls, it's not good. It needs to be sorted out. So there's a budget in there for that. I'm going to get that done as soon as we get over there. And then there's the job of getting that steel bracing from the wall plates, top plates, wall plates, whatever you want to call them, across the chimney breast there, and then rebuild all that stone. So they're the major things at the moment, and I definitely need to sort out the guttering, and then that'll be the water issues sorted. So yeah, I've got some work here to come back to at the end of April. That'll keep me going for a couple of weeks. Then maybe head back, maybe on an open ticket that time. Might even drive over, because there's no end of tools that I need. I don't know what I'm going to do about the chimney breast, because we've got that big stone mantle above the original fire opening. It's got a big crack down it, and I need some short, I don't know, 800 to 1.8 or something like that, acros, with a couple of strong boys to go in, slip in there and keep that up while I repair all of that. And I couldn't find any to hire in Ireland, so I don't know. I think there's a place in Dublin that has that size. I don't want to really do it by shoring up with bits of timber. It's a bit unsafe, really. It might be all right. I don't know. Probably get away with not doing anything and just risk it, but I don't want to risk it for that biscuit. So yeah, I'd rather have the acros and the strong boys in there. I used to call them wide boys. They're strong boys. They're little L-shaped things that sit on top of an acro. The acro can sit outside the wall, and the plate will slip in and hold up your structure above. But back on the bit about the girls owning this, yeah, I mean, they inherited it from their uncle. Obviously, this place has been in their family for several generations, as I've explained before. Their father grew up there, obviously, but his brother, and in other words, the girl's uncle, lived there pretty much all of his life. Ended up living there alone, farming the fields with cattle. When he sadly passed away, it was probably almost 4 years ago now, he'd left that property and the land to his nieces, and you know, they could have sold up. It is really a load of hassle, isn't it? Me personally, if it was left to me, I'd do what I'm doing now and kept it, because I think it's an absolutely wonderful place. When I'm over there, I just feel so calm, and it's so peaceful, and it's good mentally, I think, to be in a place like that. Yeah, I absolutely love it. But yeah, they could have sold up. There's an emotional attachment because it's been in the family for such a long time. So the neighbour, the farmer, I will have to ask him if he doesn't mind me telling you his name, because I keep calling him the neighbour, the farmer. Anyway, Mr. M, he rents a lot of the land to use for his cattle and so forth. And so the minimal income on that will pay for things like, you know, electricity, top up the oil tank for the oil boiler, and whatever else there is. But you know, there's not an income from it. It just manages to keep it going. Obviously, there's a lot of funds needed to get the place into a livable standard and, you know, maintaining it going forward. So it would be easier just to give up. But like I say, it's such a lovely area, and you know, it's peaceful and quiet. It's great views. It's just lovely. So to try and keep it, I think, is the right choice by the girls. Really, if I had my way, I'd just go there and stay there. But yeah, we've got to get to that point, and it's really difficult doing that when there's not really funds involved to do it. So anyway, at the moment, I'm back in England. This is an external summer house in a garden in a property in England. Little project I did last year. Built this place, flat roof, timber framed summer house. Got a little living area here and TV behind you, which I don't know if you can see if I come around, but it should be just this. TV on the wall. Yeah, there's a nice little seating area here, which my daughters can use. Lovely views across the field here as well, actually. You can see this little doorway, this little sliding door here. A little office area for the boss. When she's here, she can work from here. It's a little bit more comfortable than the scruffy old back room in the cottage in Ireland where the boss works. We'll back over there. We'll get back over there. I'm just going to soldier through and just put up with the pain, take the meds, get that guttering done, get those fascias and soffits done. So we'll get all that ordered as soon as we get over there, get it delivered, pull down the old stuff, get it up and get that water flowing. It needs to be sorted out. Then we'll go back in and attack the stonework again, because there's loads to do. I'd like to get off all of that lime plaster, whatever make good has been done over the years, off of all of the internal walls that are external facing. Let them breathe, because the idea is that we'll get the stud wall, whether that's going to be steel or timber, insulation, I don't know. Stud walls, insulation, air vented up between the original stonework over the roof, down the back, vent out there, maybe roof vents, don't know, all that needs some thought. Then there's loads of other little projects you can do as well. There's that old cart in the cart lodge, the cart shed out the front. But that wants a new roof. Oh my God, the stone barn out the front. The roof wants sorting out on that. But yeah, maybe I could do a live over there. That would be easier, wouldn't it, than video editing maybe? But then would that be interesting? I don't know. So if anybody's got any thoughts on that, how we stud out those walls, any experience with that, different insulation types, any thoughts on me taking off the lime plaster to make those stone walls more breathable? Anyway, that's where we're at. My back's knackered. I'm going to have to put up with it. I'm going to have to get myself back over there. It is a problem, but you just have to take codeine and smile. Right, just over a week, I'll get something out, regardless of what pain I'm in. So don't think you're going to hear from me between now and just over a week's time. I don't know what else I can push out there really, but now you know what's going on. The old bearded grizzly Mark is in pain and he's looking a bit sad. But codeine is keeping me happy. You'll see me in just over a week's time. What do they do? Peace. The young'uns. Do they do this now? I don't know.